annoying than this thing that will come back and be also still weak. So now, just on what he has, he cannot deal with my IceGirlAK. It looks like we're gonna go 3-1. Alright, so he brings out the first annoying card that we have to deal with. Makes me kind of wish he didn't use the sheep. Hopefully it hits our life and not this creature. Alright. So we throw out the mono worm. We fireball this guy for 7. And this is why you sit on that fireball that I told you about earlier. You just sit on it. And then you just take that out like it's nobody's business. And then you push the damage through. Right? So here we go. We're in command. We're in the driver's seat. Our opponent is essentially in the back of the bus. Whoa! He's, The fact that he pulled 2 card draws that turn was kind of huge. But I don't know if I agree with going down to 8 health when you're playing a mage. I mean, so much of what I have is direct damage. You can't assume I'm not gonna pull direct damage. You know? So putting 4 through is nice. But I think I'd rather not let him have creatures on the board. And the next turn I can make this a 2-for-1 if he doesn't find a way to do 3 damage to it. He's also played 3 more cards than me. Okay. Alright, that Defender of Argus play was huge right there. I was not anticipating it. He might have won it with the Defender of Argus. Because I kind of ignored him. I'm like, I'll just kill him next turn. And now I can't kill him next turn. And with the poison on the blade, he can take the IceGirlAK out. But he's thinking about it. Because he doesn't necessarily want to take 4 damage. And if he takes 4 damage, and I pull the right thing, he just dies. I mean, it's that simple. Finally! Okay. So we caught up to him in cards. Wow. Alright, so what is this? At the end of your turn, give a random item +1/+1. He has 1 more minion on the board, so it might actually help him more than it helps me. But you can never know for sure. Alright, he's going for the direct damage play versus a mage. That's always questionable, seeing as I have what I need to kill him. Yeah, kill him. Give me the card. Do it. Excellent. He took a damage and gave me a card.
Well played.
So now we Flame Strike here and we win the game. Just for shits and giggles? Aw, man. The giggles didn't get to happen because he committed the suicide first. So this is why I play warm-up games. If you notice, I lost my first 3 games, then I won my next 2. I find that whenever I just start playing immediately, especially when I play my highly sophisticated mage deck, I don't make the best decisions. I need a little bit of lead in. Okay. So I'm probably gonna play. This is gonna be the last match most likely, because I would have hit my daily, and I still have some homework to do. So I do appreciate you guys watching. Hope you had fun. Maybe we'll win, and we'll go 50% on this one. It was all Masters, 3-star Masters level, so it's understandable when you're playing the best. You're not going to have the win ratio you have when you play chumps.
Hyundai Assurance, including America's best warranty. Hurry, Black Friday every day goes away December 2nd. America's best warranty claim based on total package of warranty program.
So I love Mono Worm Frostbolt. I think I mentioned this before. Turn 1, you play your Mono Worm. They have a threat. Turn 2, you Frostbolt that threat. And turn 3, I might be able to coin something out. And so this Mono Worm is going to get really big, really, really fast. And just be a lot for this this guy to handle. Hello Azura, nice to meet you. My name is Anya, 3-star Masters.
I hope you like my invention.
And I guess what I would say, what works best against a rogue, because they nerfed the blade and they can't do as much damage with their power efficiently, or as efficiently as they used to be able to do it, I'd say Cleric's really strong against them right now, because Cleric can kind of take their blade out of it through its ability to heal. And think about it, you're doing 1 damage off of your blade and they're doing 2 damage off of their heal. So in just a straight power matchup, Cleric has a huge advantage there. Not to mention, a lot of Cleric's characters are better when they're damaged, right? Like you look at things, for example, the card draw, you know, where they play this guy, and if he takes damage and you heal him, you get a card. Well, you just put a 1/3, you did 1 damage to it, they healed, they got a card. Whoa! So the rogue's power kind of actually accelerates exactly what the cleric wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think it would probably be, in my mind, the worst matchup for them right now. Not saying it's always the worst, not saying they can't ever win, I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think the way the cleric power works and a lot of its creature works, it makes rogues less useful versus them. Now I gotta wonder, how do I want to deal with this guy? A 4/3 on the board. I could sheep him. I'm leaning towards sheeping him. I mean, I think I might do a sick play here, where I throw down the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I use the coin and then I sheep him. Exactly, yeah. Rogue power helps the priest draw power. Exactly. Not to mention, you have, if you use the Injured Blade Master, right? Well, you're a 4/3, you heal him up over the power. You also have the guy whose damage is his health, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's got a nice synergy there. You know what I'm saying? In one sense, like, playing against the rogue helps your priest, you know? And you kind of don't want that, right? You don't want your opponent's power to play into your power. And this is also currently before the nerf to mind control, so you can mind control, which is, it's always nice. I mean, clerics are just fun if you play them well. Me personally, I think being a mage and having lost so many matches to them mind controlling the thing that I needed at that moment, I tend to be a little standoffish to clerics, but you gotta give them credit, and I definitely feel that their ability to deal with rogues is maybe one of their best matchups, in my opinion. Rogue, who I like Rogue against is Warlock. And the reason I like that is because the Warlock hurts himself, and your power is very good at getting early aggression. And with your Defiance Ringleader and a lot of your cards, they play into fast damage, comboing damage, stacking damage, doing more damage. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you have someone who injures themselves, right, as like, that's how they exist, right? You injured a card draw, the Rogue can kind of blitz them a little bit faster if they have a way against some of their efficient creatures, right? So you kind of want to have things when you're playing them like Fan of Knives, so you can take out those Blood Imps that are like pumping up your other guys. You see what I'm saying? Because you have like a 1/1 that's stealth, well, you Fan of Knives, it's dead. You get what I'm saying? So that sort of stuff makes the Rogue kind of, I think, a pretty strong matchup against the Warlock. Can be aggressive. You can deal with, you know, some of their annoying low health guys pretty easily. If you have combo, you know, your backstab, boom, you just killed some of their stuff, right? That 3/2 guy you can get out turn 1, he's just dead. You backstabbed him. He didn't even hit, and he did damage to you. You know what I'm saying? 4/3 Succubus, oh, well, you know, you play another card, Eviscerate, gone. You know what I mean? So a lot of their cards are just so weak that your own options to them are really good. It seems like this Rogue has no idea what they want to do. I mean, it's their turn. They're not attacking, they're not playing. I think they're just kind of like, I mean, you can see they're thinking of what they want to do. They're not like gone. They're just, there's no good options. And that's when you know you're playing well, right? You don't want to give them good options. And so we're playing well. It's okay. We're playing well. They didn't really have good options. They didn't know what they wanted to do. I'm fine with that. Do you think you'll be able to play this game competitively without spending on it once it goes live? Yes and no. There's a reason I give that answer, and I will explain it to you in a second. It might make you a little bit sad. But it's the truth. So, the people who got in the game, like, I've only been in the game 3 weeks now, and I've even noticed that Masters 3-star in that 3-week time has gotten harder. Make sense? So, the reason I bring this up as an important aspect is we are definitely going to have an advantage. You know what I'm saying? And that advantage of having stronger cards, of refined decks. And so it's not all about just simply, did you or do you not have the cards? It's, do you have the strategies? Do you have the synergies? Have you worked out the refinements of your deck? You get what I'm saying? So, like, I have probably logged over 60 wins with this deck. So if you played me day 1, I'll probably blow you. You know what I mean? However, give you a month, give you 2 months, give you 3 months. You get what I'm saying? Now, with something like that happening, there could be change. Am I making sense? So, like, what starts out as completely broken and beaten, you could get better faster than even I did, because you're watching videos like this right now. Resource I didn't have necessarily. There was a few people doing it. I mean, I've watched Trump and some others, but there wasn't as many. Do you get what I'm saying? And as many different styles and as many people different who like different decks. So there's just a larger resource in terms of what's out there, what's available, and how you can lose this game. But I am talking a little bit, so I wasn't completely focused. That's one downside of my decks. My decks are very big on you have to make the right decision every time or else you lose, if that makes sense. And so when I get into theory crafting, I like not pay attention, and then you lose the game.